We've got loads of work to do before the caravan arrives at the old station, ready for us to move in so we can get more work done here. We need to make the driveway wider, and we need to move a load of bricks from a wall that fell down that'll be in the way to get it round to the back of the station. For the last couple of days it's absolutely bucketed it down, so we haven't been able to do anything, but now it's actually dry. The weather's not nice, but it is dry, so we need to get started. So currently the top of the driveway here is not wide enough to get the caravan down, so we need to make that wider. And if we go down the drive, of course we have to get rid of that skip, which has still not been moved. We have to fill in the hole and replace those paving slabs where we took the tree stump out, and then we need to make a decision about this wall. The caravan will fit over the top of it, and a vehicle can get round in order to pull it into place, but do we even want it there? If we look at an old photo of the old station, the wall is there, but it's not actually this wall. You can see in the photo it looks slightly different, and the brickwork is actually the same as more modern brickwork that's used in several places in the old station. Like in this wall at the front. We're really not sure what this one's here for either. The brickwork is the same though, and it's more modern, and it's definitely not Victorian. So after much deliberation we decided to knock it down. That's going to be our first job today when we get started. We then also need to move these sleepers so the caravan can get right round the back and between the platforms. Lots of people have said we need to be mindful of putting the caravan between the platforms in case it sinks. The ground here has been filled in for over 40 years, so it should be fairly solid. But we will get the experts to check it out when they come to set the caravan. If this isn't the best place for it, we will move it further forward. Let's get to knocking that wall down. First off, let's get these tree roots we dug out of the way. That's the small one. Gil's going to have to roll this bigger one, there's no way he's lifting it. It's this stump that left that big hole in the front pathway we now have to fill in before the caravan arrives. We got rid of a lot of the loose bricks first from the part of the wall that had fallen down.
It's 20p on there.
Gil found some money to put towards the renovation. We then started to smash up the part of the wall that had already fallen down. You might remember that the tree that was growing out of the path grew through this wall, causing it to fall down. The pieces of wall that had fallen off were too heavy to carry, but they came apart pretty easily with the sledgehammer. As well as helping to move the bricks, my job was to help distract Buddy and Winston. We've piled the bricks up in the side garden. We're right next to the greenhouse. It's not an ideal location, but they're out of the way for now, and we'll get rid of them when the caravan's here and we've got more time. Gil loves smashing things up, but this was a lot of work even for him. When we'd got rid of the part of the wall that had already fallen down, it was time to tackle the wall that was still standing. Gil really enjoyed this bit, although he did say he was quite tired afterwards. This took a while, and the weather started to get a bit worse. Gil got it all down eventually, and then I helped with clearing up the blocks. Gil also started to fill the hole that the tree stumps came out of so that we could put the paving slabs back. This is only a temporary job and we'll do it properly at a later time. We moved all of the bricks from the wall that came down and we finished laying the slabs. They're not great, but they'll do for now until we can get to lay them properly. We're exhausted, so time for a rest before we start again tomorrow. It's day 2. We've knocked down the wall and we've replaced the paving slabs. We now need to move the railway sleepers and finish making the driveway at the top wider. We started off moving the sleepers. This may look easy, but they're really heavy. Gil suddenly realises here that he's given me the harder task of walking backwards. So we switch over from here. Last one, and my workout today is definitely done. Now to just finish off the bottom of the driveway. There's absolutely loads of mud piled up here. Our plan is to just remove some of the mud so that the driveway's wide enough to fit a truck down. I'd like to say we found some buried treasure underneath all this mud, but we didn't. We did find lots of rubbish and litter.
Close. What the hell is that? Right, I have no idea what that is. This is a pump box, bucket full of litter.
A bucket full of litter. Nothing fun at all. We cleared as much as we could until it started to get dark. So we've done as much clearing as we can. We've knocked down the wall, we've moved the railway sleepers, we've replaced the paving slabs, and we've widened the driveway as much as we can. But there is loads of mud and sludge here. So if the caravan's going to get in, we're not quite sure. But we're as ready as we can be. It's coming tomorrow or the next day. We now just have to wait and see. Subscribe to us at the old station Renovation to see our journey.